Look, give me 9 minutes and I'm going to fix your trading for this week. Delete everything that you have on your chart. Try this out and let me know your results. The first thing that we're going to do to get all this set up to let you know, we will be trading futures. That's all I'm going to be talking about in this video. You can trade options if you want, but again, this is going to apply directly to futures so you know what you're trading. I'm also going to be using Top One Trader. The link is down below. I don't want to spend too much time on this. It's straight to fund it. If you are interested, the link is there. It's probably the best one that I'm using right now, and it's the most affordable. The 150K accounts give you a $6,000 drawdown. It makes the most sense. So when we go back to our chart, let's talk about exactly what we're doing. And I'll be using everything that I'm using from Discord as well and giving you that cheat sheet. Okay, now what we're doing is deleting everything. Indicator wise, what I want to have is the opening range breakout, which we've already gone into in my previous video. You can also type that into your indicators, type in ORB, and it'll be, I believe it's the one right here, the 15-minute opening range. You can delete the extra stuff, but that's going to be it right there. We'll go into that here in a second. The next thing you want to have is your VWAP. You want to have that on your chart. Again, if you want to know exactly what it is, you just type in VWAP. I want everything else off this. I don't really care to have bands, anything like that. I don't want to be able to see any of that. All I want to see is the VWAP. That is all I care about. We'll come back to that as well. That's it. That's all we're using as far as indicators, and then, of course, volume. We'll go into that in a sec. The next thing that we're doing is getting our 10 levels, okay? Now, I've gone into my videos previously about finding key levels, supply and demand, etc. What I challenge you to do is find the 10 most important levels on your chart relative to what you're looking at, right? From a top-down approach, going from your weekly down to whatever time frame you want to find. Now, since I'm only limiting this to 10 levels, then I'm probably going to want to stick with the weekly or the daily. I think the daily is probably the best. We'll break this down. So we know we're sitting here at 18.82. We might gap up, but I'm still going to be favoring the side of what's happening here. Now, again, if we get over this range, then obviously you'd have to reevaluate, but some of the biggest levels, and I'll explain exactly why. Number one, our previous low we had right here before we had the big breakdown. You can see we've already rejected off that. I'm going to go a step further, marking out the most recent lows here as well, and then our lows down here, right around 18.1, and then you also have one right here. And again, the higher the time frame, the more valuable that information and that level. I'm actually going to go further back to right here around 18.4, because again, you can see it rejects there. You mount here. You also kind of mounted there as well. So again, the importance of that level is clear as day. Now I can go in and find more levels here, but I'm going to explain exactly why and what I'm looking for as well. Actually, let me mark this one here. Your previous high you had back there also. Now I'm going to go a step further into the 4 hour. We already have 5 levels, so we want to get a little bit more exact and seeing what's happening here. I go to the 4 hour. I'm going to identify the levels of where we've been and what's kind of going on here. Now, I marked this previous level out here at 17,411, give or take. But something that's very interesting is that we had that double top right here at around 18,36. Now, again, what I would do for this one specifically, and I wouldn't do this for everything, but I'd be marking out a range so I can identify why this level is so massive, and you've seen it on my previous videos. So that's going to be an overall zone there that I'd be watching. You can see that we're wicking and respecting that level quite a bit as well. You can also see our previous levels that are here also. We had an SR flip once again. So we already are at 6 now, and we're continuing on from here. Now, this is where you have to start spending some more of your time to understanding what you're really looking for and why you're looking for it. So you can see we're here on higher time frames, and you kind of want to see if you're favoring the upside or the downside there, because then you have to start picking and choosing where those levels are going to kind of be the most important and be the most relevant. So what I would do here as well is mark out your previous low here, which is also that swing high that you had right there where you rejected around 20,000 flat. We also know we have the 200 SMA up here, so I'm not going to need too much more on the upside resistance, because again, I know that's going to be a major level and a major focal point. My last level to the upside, we're currently at 8, is going to be near 20,048, and then to the downside, we'll mark out our levels here as well, and we kind of see we're making higher lows there, so I don't really favor any of that. What I would be watching is the kind of breakout spot that we had here. We'll go to the 1 hour, and again, I only know this because I watched this literally all last week. It's currently around this point right here, around 17.4, so now we're at 9, and then we have one more level to really mark out, and again, obviously that level has to be our previous lows down here. Boom. We have every level for this current week and what we're expecting. Now, moving on from this, we start understanding the execution of what we're looking for. I had to take a break because, again, that was a one take and I was literally losing my voice. Now we go in, we add the opening range, which I have here. This is our custom one from our Discord. If you join Discord, you can actually add our custom indicators to your screen. You get all of them. You can customize those as you see fit, and then add in your VWAP. Okay, now when we're here, what we're looking for, we're starting at the hourly, working our way back down. So we want to understand where we're moving. and where we're at. So when we're taking most of our trades, it's usually near the 5 minute or the 1 minute. But again, what are we going to be looking for and trying to identify? So every morning, if you don't know what the opening range is, you mark out your opening range high for the first 15 minutes, which is automatically marked out with the green line there. Then you mark out your opening range low. Now for this strategy and for the trading this week, my goal is to not take 30 trades. My goal is to take high quality setups and high quality trades. So what I'm going to be doing is trading only the breakout of this overall range every single day. And what do we want to see based on our previous and last video is we want to see going long above VWAP, obviously, and then obviously getting above the opening range to the top or to the downside. So if we're below VWAP, we aim to go for the downside for confirmation. And if we're also below that bottom opening range as well, we aim for further breakout of the downside. So for this case, what would we be looking for? If we open up above this range at 18.5, we're targeting our next overall level, which would be 18.82 in this case, okay? You also have your level here at around 18.6, which again, you can also go back and identify as well, and you can move a level around if you want to find it, but it only would have saw that on a smaller time frame, okay? And so that's what you're doing, is targeting each of these ranges as you are breaking out and getting that continuation, either trailing, taking profits as you go. But that is all you want to see. Now, what constitutes a break, just so you can see here as well. So let's give us a zoom in. Well, there's a few things. Number one, we want to see a break above, a retest, and continuation, ideally. What do we want to see the break and hold above? We want to see the hold on the 5 minute time frame to get confirmation above those levels. Now, getting stopped is usually in valuing that trade would be getting back below that VWAP and seeing relative strength kicked out of there. I don't really want to see that opening immediate break. And if we do get the opening immediate break, I want to see more than one 5 minute candle. That's the most important thing there. The same thing towards the downside is a break, retest, continuation, as long as we're still below the VWAP and as long as we're getting more than one 5 minute candle holding us below that as well. We don't want to get the fake out right here where we're getting just one, pop back above, and then we kind of just range back inside there. You can also try to trade the range inside as well. I don't necessarily recommend that, but again, it is a viable strategy. What do I mean by that? So let's say that you come to the bottom of this said range and you get back into the range, right? So you break down, but you get back in. Ideally, what you'd be looking for is from the bottom of that range back towards VWAP. You would not be targeting the top of that range, right? Now, if you remount VWAP, then you're looking for the top of that range. But again, you're targeting that midpoint, which is most of the time going to be near that VWAP line. And you can see when we break it back in, we almost always immediately test the VWAP. You break back in, you come back into the VWAP, you break down, you come back up, back into VWAP, you test, back into VWAP, get back over. As long as you hold, you never test that VWAP almost for the remainder, and you actually don't test it for the remainder of the day. Again, this is just action from Friday. You can use the previous session as well to back test and get more information off this, but this is why it's so important and what you're looking for all throughout the day. Again, I recommend scrapping a little bit of what you're doing, give this a shot, identify the levels, and then trade only based off those levels. If you start to break your structure, you get too far out of the range, then of course you have to go back, re-identify at the end of the day, but I would not readjust anything in the middle of the day. Do not switch your plan up while the day is happening. Let your plan come to fruition. If it breaks out of it, you might have to change your levels or update your levels overall to more of the upside. But again, this is what I'm doing. I'm trading the plan, identifying the plan, and executing said plan as well. That is all you need to be doing. If you miss the trade and you get out of it, then you're just done. You can't get back in. But what you're looking for is the break and retest, the initial break up, moving to your target, and finding high quality setups. That is all you're looking to do. The 9 minutes is up.